trailer. Children know nothing. Oh, fuck, right. Huh? Huh? It just started right away. What the fuck?
Good morning, good evening, good sunny days, good rainy days. Hello you, hello me. Hello everyone. To protect the mail from devastation? To maintain peace
oh, look,
on
Genshin.
our expedition. We ride on the spaceship traversing Amphoreus!
It's gonna be so cutesy, isn't it?
Trianne beats the baddie! Yeah, that's how it is!
Oh god, it is. It is, isn't it? It's weird seeing this when what we experienced yesterday with that whole nightmare sequence. I mean, like, come on, they never disappoint with the trailers for any of these games.
Watch this!
Oh my god, not the diamond. Oh wait, that's Ornyx's horse. Oh, gate. They shouldn't be using it. That's.
Aggie, you have a secret message. Come get it.
Did she crack her fucking teacup, bro? Well, that was very cutesy. Why'd that piss her off? Yeah, but it's again. It's weird knowing, especially when they use the gate ability. The whole portal. We know how much of a danger that poses to them right now. No, also Tribbie's VA being Alejandro's Saab's wife. This is so funny. The more they use it, the more they regress into infanthood. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Okay, but overall, very cute, very cutesy, very cute. They've never started off a trailer like this, just straight into it, you know. Ooh, hey, thanks for the follow, Nanda. Thank you, appreciate it. One day we suddenly grow up and realize perhaps the unfiltered words and actions of those people are the best footnotes to mark time's passage. Well, that's their curse, isn't it? That's their curse. By receiving the powers, they continue to de-age. Thanks to Titan of Passage. Okie dokes. We are gonna get right into the story. So yesterday we left off. I said last time, as if it's a week ago or something. Right, we were supposed to go to the Grove to find Professor Alhythan. Wise. Anapsa. That went well. Well, in the sense that your boy almost died. No, but at least he isn't dead. Just the entire rest of the Grove and all the scholars studying there are. And we had to relay all that information to their loved ones. They dedicated a whole segment to that. Fuck that part a lot. That was hard to sit through. Especially that old guy. And there was this mysterious masked swordsman that they showcased in the first trailer of the game for 3.0 that we finally saw. Supposedly an agent of corruption has been resurrected. But we don't know yet. I mean, if you think about it, we currently have how many in our roster in line to be to inherit the Titan's core flames? Aglaya and Tribbie have already had their core flames. You know, we can just see in the menu. I can't see? Hang on. Let me switch back first.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned road.
There it is. So out of 12, we have 5. What do you mean? What teleport? I didn't know you could teleport to that part of the map like that. Well, I've never swapped out of the paw quest parts, funnily enough, so I didn't know that either. But yeah, so currently Aglaya, yeah, it was the pop switch. It's Aglaya and Tribbie are the only wielders of the core flame for 2 Titans that's already dead, and Strife has been killed, so they're waiting for the trial to proceed again, which is soon, since Phynon failed, and then they had a whole sex scene in the bath. I mean, what? So I'm pretty sure casters will represent death. Who else? So you can see all the lit up constellations. Right. Vortex of Genesis.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment is like a thorned rose.
3, 4, 5. Do we have enough members to complete it right now? Is Heinz and Anaxa all going to be inheritors of Cortlands? I'm assuming they are. They're all part of the main cast, and
Pour me a cup, will you?
well, 7 out of 12. Amphoreus, Mydei, Trianne, Tribbie, Aglaya, Anaxa, Einstein, Cypher. Oh, am I forgetting anyone? Is there anyone in the main cast we haven't met yet? Well, besides Cypher. There's still a lot of shadow silhouettes. Oh, there's a chest. In the Golden Epic trailer. Have you done DU? No, I haven't actually. Okay, but never mind that. We're gonna go back to the pod. Is there something in the DU that I need to know?
A day of peaceful...
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No, it's an illusion.
It's still in the nightmare sequence. Jesus. We have another name officially revealed in game.
Wow, this room is huge. Trianne, did you?
Hi, Simon. You know what? Let me just confirm this for myself. Let me... oh. Let me go check the trailer again.
End mission.
Yes, we've met. Yes, 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 yes. No. Yes. I remember how how much people were annoyed that she looked did not look like what they wanted compared to this. I mean, we've. I still think this is the masked swordsman, the one we just fought. And then one of these is Fu Hua from the Golden Epic trailer. One of these is Fu Hua. Yeah, from this one. Last one. Yeah. Okay, yep. That's just Cassie. And then... oh man. How are they gonna make... I don't think... Girl with violin is Heiselens. How are they gonna make Fu Hua here? You know? Because isn't every iteration of Fu Hua Chinese in Honkai Impact? Like it was Hua and then Fu Hua. But they all have like Chinese origins, even Herrscher of Sentience. But then, here she... I mean, it still looks like her from the back, but there's nothing about her that screams Chinese anymore. It's like a fancy little crown with the little smoky puffs. And like little devil wings on the waist. I still want to pull her though. Yeah, and then that makes 2 more characters. Oh, you are not supposed to see that. That makes 2 more characters. 2. We're still missing 2 more from the shadows.
Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Oryx? What are you two whispering about? Tribbie? Trianne? Trianne can't even hear her own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trianne suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar.
Oh, she's regressing even further.
Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there.
Don't run.
Over here. Follow Trianne. Trianne, slow down.
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
It appeared again. Right here. I summon thee, Oryx. Stir up ripples of past reverie. Something's appeared. Wait, we should read it first.
Mr. Welcome. For many years, Janusopolis has relied on the rose myrtle to obtain the boon of the gods. We've spent 5 or 6 years now digging out its roots and cutting back on its branches. Now this red tree is on the verge of collapse, and has long since ceased to serve its purpose. But it still seeks to spread out its canopy and eclipse Janusopolis from the glorious rays. We have a secret plan to fell this tree. We just need to wait for the ceremony to make a small move. The rose myrtle will slip and fall into the abyss. Janusopolis is built on a mountainside. There are more than a few cases of people who have lost their footing in this history. As for the sacred tree, we're planning on selecting another puppet. As for the rose myrtle's daughter, Tribbie, we will call her Saffron for now. In my eyes, I think it would be fine to just find an excuse to off Saffron. However, Codex the Acolyte is extremely insistent on raising her to become the next sacred tree. She has undergone related education since she was a young girl, which would save a lot of work on our parts. As for her identity as the daughter of Rose Myrtle, she's still young and has not grown wings. If we can just keep her grounded, the power of the Divine Oracle will remain tightly in our grasp. We both know that the saffron's most outstanding property is that it can be cooked in so many ways. Porridge, stewed, or fried, no matter how you look at it, This plant will always be a delicacy. They're trying to kill her mother. Danalia. This tree. What's the addiction with this tree? This saffron.
Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about saffron and Tribbios? Isn't that name...
That's your name.
Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trianne sense it? Could it be... our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for immortals.
Are these visions also fragments of the past? Tribbie! Trianne! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But Trianne, there's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trianne is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trianne, Tribbie, why aren't you saying anything? Trianne can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trianne. What you saw was likely, Yanna's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Tribbie, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion. But Trianne wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial?
Who's to say? I mean...
Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. At least they didn't toss us out straight away.
I'm feverish. Hey Tribbie, you'll be fine, right? You know, this red flag is just a false flag, right? You'll be fine. This is surely just a phase, right? Surely.
Whoa, Tribbie, Trianne, look at this! So cool!
This
There are so many of us now!
this is
Trianne,
yeah, it's just a phase. It's just a phase.
it's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this?
Oh, the Black Tide goons are here.
Seek, and you
These
will
guys,
find.
the ethereals. But no, this is the same stage to. No? Oh, right, because it marked the chests for me.
What's going on? Oryx disappeared?
Not long ago, flashback.
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesize that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Circes inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Oryx,
Who's missing?
who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
And that means I'm guessing it's gonna be the same with the Nigador boss from last patch. We're gonna fight this Flame Reaver multiple times.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored?
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you...
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
Why do birds fly?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
Bad news, Farnan. Tribbie's missing. The last time the 3 of them were seen was in the Abyss of Fate.
Oryx! Are you in here? No response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog? Or... Tribbie, we should leave. This temple has other people in it.
The Black Tide goons.
What?
Or the Flame Reaver?
Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Tribbie, Trianne, come check this out. What's this?
Yeah, you guys should go. You guys should go.
Trianne feels like it's so familiar.
You guys need to go. And you even forgot about the encounter. Oh god, her memory is really regressing. You just experienced that. You just experienced it. Well, that's a stark reminder. Okay, they know where they are. Please get there. Oh no, she opened the gate again. No, and it's Trianne.
Tribbie? See you tomorrow.
And that's the money shot for the trailer. It wasn't Tribbie, it's Trianne. Of course, it's always been Trianne in the trailer, wasn't it? Oh, fucking hell, I should have seen it coming. Does that count? Did they kill off a playable character? Well, it's part of the playable character. Ooh. I mean, but you know, when they cut away from the cutscene, what happened back there was, you know, laid straight through the fucking skewer up. But they can't show that. They can't show that.
Where am I? Little gray, snowy, and
for a second during that, I was like, oh fuck, Tribbie opened the gate? That's gonna make it even worse. But, oh no. It's even worse.
wait, where's Trianne?
She's dead.
Is she back?
We only saw the two of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trianne.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Was this as far as she could teleport then? Because this wasn't far. They're still on the Abyss of Fate. It was still a bit risky. They were so close to the...
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
Are you sure she...
That you're both safe is already a blessing.
Maybe she did open 2 gigs one after another. Yeah, she pretty much exhausted everything.
Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trianne's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Do you know where it's headed?
I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Tribbie and Lady Trianne. I'm glad you're all right.
Trianne's not.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Oh, look, it's Naeus, but not
Yes.
Naeus.
Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
Why don't we split up as previously discussed? Lance and I will stay in groups within regroup with reinforcements. You go back to the Holy City with everyone else and tell Aglaya about your plan.
Trianne will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Tribbie, let's go.
Oh.
We're back, Aglaya.
Sorry.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Akuma is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. She is the key.
I have a star one. Can we pass it off as a core flame? Can you just not?
We need your other companion too.
Mem.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
No. Has she really? Has she really? Oh! God! She's done it! She can speak! I'm gonna miss Mem English now, though.
I see. Finan,
Why the fuck did I actually cheer up from that? We're such a proud dad. Where's my mouse gone? Huh?
Is it Castrum Crimnos?
Yes. I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with her companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Akuma. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of
I'm just
escape.
concerned about the boss fight that's coming up, because he still hasn't used that ultimate attack on me yet. And that shit looks like it's about to wipe my whole team out.
It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
I'm like half relieved and half disappointed right now. Okay. Mem. Mammy mem. Mammy mem. Mammy mem. Mimi? Mimi. Mammy mem mem.
Oh, come on. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem.
Oh
Memmy
god,
mem 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 mem.
that's so fucking weird. That's so weird. She's like partially speaking full phrases now.
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Tribbie went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castorus ahead to the Council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go, and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without.
That's cool.
The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
How do we make sure that the plan will work? How do we guarantee my safety? Whether men's plan I'll follow, will reserve the rights.
I may not be as masterful as Trianne when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
I really hope you don't have to do that.
As for whether we can take back the core flame,
Seriously.
that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it.
How do we guarantee my safety?
I'll be honest, we can't. But the Flame Reaver will have to step over my dead body if they wish to do you harm.
Oh, find him. Jeez.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well.
Kevin.
Now, let us be off to begin the hunt.
You better make me
May
cry,
carefully
man.
sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
Just a meat shit. Hey, he is much more than that. He's the symbol of hope for me. It's the signet of deliverance. Feels like we're missing someone.
You mean Mydei? He's dealing with a different problem.
Hello, brain.
Don't worry. That man would never miss out on this fight.
Vortex of Genesis, Akima. Are you pulling for Brand?
Farewell.
I am not, actually.
My dear friend,
I'm reserving my pulls for next patch.
you must lead
From what I've heard,
back.
there's important characters that are rerunning that I cannot miss on. So, sorry. Brand's cool, but you know, I don't have a lot of pulls for my economy. Lady with Umbrella, wrong. Not Cantarella. Not Cantarella. I said reruns. Not Cantarella. Well, I mean, to be fair, Cantarella has a lot of hype when she was marketed, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But call me crazy, I'm not too infatuated with her design. I'm reserving my pulls for someone I deem more important for my account. Well, 2 people specifically. So that's it. And do you blame me, Hartle? Am I not allowed to be one? Did you play the Black Shores quest? Hello? Come on. That smile she gives you at the end? My god. No, man. You won't believe my luck in Wu. I got Bram for 30 pulls after getting Phoebe and Changli for 8 pulls and after getting Rent. Well, I'm so that's so nice. It's I'm so happy for you. That's great. I'm just kidding. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. Actually, don't play Wu, so I can't say. Well, yes, I do stand with Shorekeeper Nation. I think the only rest I'm interested for Renacita is currently that the red orange haired bard lady that they teased at the end of the live stream.
You and I, we're both the same.
I don't know what her name is, but she looks cool.
Fear.
And then Cartathea.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
Oh, Kratos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
Yes, a 20-hour one, in fact, to gather some fowl and sweet flowers.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
You forgot Mints. Yeah.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
One of my bucket lists is still to do with mint picking stream, but that's still...
Sounds like you've spoken with
still
Cartathea.
deciding when that's gonna happen.
That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways.
Certified mint picker.
Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news.
I've completed a 3.1 HSR story, give it 7 out of 10. I mean, like I said at the beginning, it definitely flows better than 3.0.
Ladonians were planning to
I'll
plant
give them credit
mines and
for that.
explosives all over the mountain.
And the arcs we're tackling right now
Their
are all
enemies within.
relatively interesting.
With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Geocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news.
There seems to be 3 separate ones in this act alone, which is the battle at the gorge, and then it's Tribbie's thing, Grove, Yes, growth. And then Tribbie's inner dilemma, and then, you know, the whole Trianne thing. And now it seems like we're about to... lure the Flameweaver back to past Castrum Krumnos, while Mydei seems to be taking on the challenge of Nigador again, the challenge of strife.
Let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
That's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Geocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Geocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city.
Smart call.
Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
If they didn't leave, they would have killed them.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history.
I mean, it's either that, or get swallowed up and disintegrated by the black tide. So, take your pick.
That is Geocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akama soon to fight the great darkness of this world, to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase,
what then?
Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
How? He trusts him that much. That's awfully personal. Really? That's his weakness. Remember this word? What, the way to kill him? I mean, yeah, the 10th...
So, listen well.
Well,
if there comes a
maybe
day
not this
we
word.
Meet again on the battlefield, that I stand opposed to the flame chase.
I wonder how he knows his weak spot. He might have almost died before, or he tried to kill himself.
You have my word.
Where is that located?
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death.
Throw rage chick vertebra. Where is that located? Let me check. A bit of human physiology here. Vertebrae. The 10th. 10th from the top or 10th from the bottom? Should he have specified that? Ten from the top. Oh. Through. Isn't... So you're telling me, out of all the battles he fought, there's never been a single person that's hurt him? At least I know where it is now. So near the bottom, yeah, 10 counting from the top. 10 counting from the top, that's what I meant. So yeah, we're talking about the same thing. So yeah, it's either he tried to kill himself by finding every means necessary before that he knows this, or someone's actually stabbed him there that he felt he was near death for once.
If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky.
Wow. Learned a bit of science today.
Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own.
Say get yeah, sure.
Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead.
Say that, X.
No way. A Cremnoan?
God, super good.
I didn't think she'd manage to send the Cremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
Here we are back again.
And Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Deglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Deglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black road.
A hoarse curse lodged in his throat, refusing to escape. Moments later, he convulsed, his head drooping, as his spirit departs his body, drifting towards the boat of Thanatos. Did she manipulate them? After all, Goliath doesn't really feel emotion anymore.
The Cremnoans really are just like their king.
I think she lied to them.
Rest in peace. May your glory last
She lied to
forever.
them for the plan.
Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
She lied to them for them to come here and be used as bait.
I can still fight.
Goliath, you're seeming more and more in line with your counterpart from HSR. HSR? We are playing HSR. Honkai Impact. Third. Oh. Okay, we're in a...
Stream 4.
Okay. We're gonna take a quick break since there are ads right now. I'm pretty sure this means Aglae manipulated them. She did not tell them the truth. She just lured them here. Ooh, that's a bit of a red flag, huh? Yikes. I suppose she deemed it necessary to have them come here and die? Alright, ad break is almost up. Alright, let's keep going.
We're almost there.
I can't see.
Oh, Tribbie.
Once
Wait.
we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mydei said before? Cast aside all distractions.
Please don't tell me this immediately
once you're
throws
on
me
the
into the
battlefield.
boss fight again. Because I have not changed my party.
Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us.
Let me change my party first, please. No.
Finally.
Damn, we see the Narsa throwing tanks there. Oh, wow, that was
Pence in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
Fuck, I still have Acheron
You
on
sure
my
know how to
team.
keep a man waiting.
Fuck.
Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail
I'm gonna
child
die.
of humanity, and 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna... I'm gonna do this. We're good.
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later, and I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Need shield if you
Frail
want.
child of humanity,
I think
and
we'll be
'tis more
fine.
effort keeping you hale and whole.
We'll play on 2
against
times
that
now because we've
blade
already played the
than it is
first.
in seeking the truth of the world.
Rock with it! A quick divination.
Although I want to see the attack in 1 times though, so we'll turn it off if he wants to see it
And
too.
awaken! Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Okay, wait, what's with your HP this time? You're so...
Doubt farewell.
Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Open sesame. Glimpse
Why so weak?
Pretty good crowd today.
Why so
Let's
weak?
rock. Expand your thinking. Watch it crumble. No matter. Yin and yang. I see through you.
Gotta say though,
Creations.
I really like his theme
Heard the call.
since I heard it yesterday with the fucking guitar
He is
riffs.
before me.
Never
Dope
seen
shit,
perfection before.
man.
Open sesame. This song's for you.
This war returned to the
Ready to lose if you can fight it, or rock with it.
A quick divination.
Oh, my Fushan thing's still up? Should be,
Out of time.
yeah, there we go. Damn, Fushan popping off.
This mortal watch over you, guide you on your path.
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a void.
Get ready, Croft. Can't hold up.
Oh no, it's absorbing. Cersei's. But that was according to plan, so we're good. We're good. Your Corflame's fine, right? Didn't you?
How embarrassing.
Didn't come down from
Still
the sky.
can. That was Ornex's? Oh.
The city is
Sorry,
mine
I didn't memorize the
anyway.
symbols.
Why shouldn't I go through the front door?
Yeah. Aura against Aura? Okay.
Minion of the Black Tide. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, will be your opponent today.
Long time no see, Mikador.
Oh, it's... Oh, that fucking... Okay, I think he's about to use the attack. Let's do one time super good.
Converge
Look at that
and awaken.
infinity portal behind him.
The door to a whole new world. Glimpse the unknown for a moment, and let it captivate you.
You just regened it right away. Who's just gonna get deleted? I'm sure I think she's okay. I have good defense on her. Yeah. Have faith.
Bid you farewell.
Go Fushan. Go Fushan.
You've just got to expand your thinking.
Go Fushan. I believe in you.
Such petty tricks.
Together as one. Curiosity. Endless riddles. But the answer is nothing but a void. The door to a whole new world. Raise barriers of the unknown and watch them crumble.
Well, I kind of have to see his ult now.
leads to self-destruction.
Okay. Show me what you...
The darkness to examine.
Well fought. That was a good opener to the ceremony. Now,
Oh, my thought that
we
shit was gonna
honor
do
the
some crazy
fallen
damage or
gods
something.
with this fight to the death.
What's that pussy ass damage? Get your ass out of here.
All things in this world, yet stratagems,
Yeah, okay, we're Gucci then.
constellations, are human creations.
That was really fucking cool though. The more clones he has, I think, well, then I don't have to worry. I'm annihilating that bitch.
Expand your thinking.
You stand no chance, sir.
It's time to end this.
Again. Come on, Mighty. Yeah, final tagging in. Oh nope, that's near his bird spray. What the Oh! Oh!
Punched right. Heed my call. I
The Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs.
Look at what's behind him. Oh.
Witness this. New God has come to Castro Kronos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
The fucking adrenaline from that. Who the fuck is singing? Whoa! Ho. Wait, so the guy's dead? Is the Flame Reader just dead? Did they actually kill him? I don't know if I was seeing it right, but did y'all... when he was attacking Mydei from the back, I swear he was aiming at a very specific spot on the back of his body. Oh, yeah, you just said this. Yeah, he was aiming for the bottom of his vertebrae. How the fuck does he know his weakness? How? It's good that Finon caught on when he did. We don't know if the only one... Well, that's fair, but... Who else would he even disclose it to? It's very, like... Unless it's someone he fought before? Mydei? It's weird. I didn't like that he knew.
What? Are the rumors true? Has Orynyx fallen?
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Orynyx is gone. Orynyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Orynyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Blatant Okima racism, this one. Jesus.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble.
Well, silly NPC thoughts, right? He and Aglaya don't get along, huh?
They have differences in ideology.
They said Anaxa thinks the core flames and the Titans are bullshit. Well, Aglaya... That's the only thing Aglaya stands by.
Alright, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships sooner or later.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Orynyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. you've been lost in thought for a while now too, Tribbie. Did Trianne bring news?
Yes. She has found Trianne.
Maybe Amphoreus of Stellaron, but where?
She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple. But that's where the good news ends.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trianne. He was no better than a corpse when Trianne and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height. All to free Trianne's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Yes. It's Krateros.
Fuck. He used his body as a shield against an attack like that. Fuck, dude. That's.
Stop!
Up, and we get to see it now. You're kidding me.
If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
Krateros.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity and crumble like rusted iron.
Good! Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king!
Kremnos will forever remain my favorite place. And Amphoreus.
For Amphoreus!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago.
So for now.
Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trianne lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth.
That's how they
Trianne has
reduced
used
to.
up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
And every one of those puppets back
If
there
a world
represented
like that truly exists,
one of the Tribbie clones. It's already passed on.
does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Crimnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
This is already nothing short of miraculous. When we found Krateros, he was in no better than a corpse.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
There goes Ornyx. Where? Oh.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nigador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
This is what trailblazing is. We are nameless. Where a nameless goes, trouble follows. We've melted a real glacier before.
You could say this is the true face of history.
Now there's another real glacier that needs melting.
Years, only to awaken for this
and
one
it's
moment.
it's a very important glacier.
Now is not the time for a study of
that
history.
needs to be melted, like right away, because otherwise she might die of hypothermia.
I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes. It just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
I actually want to see how they
A
are.
rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him.
Glacier's birthday is tomorrow too. Imagine the Star Wars account just posts a single image of an ice cube. Wow.
I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Ornyx.
Are we? Surely they're gonna touch up on that. There's no way they're just gonna leave that cliffhanger at the end of Act 1 and then not come back to it. Come on.
The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames. For titans like Ornyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity. Our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end. But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Ornyx's divinity.
Finan, Castrus, Mydei, and Hyacinth. Tribbie and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Only a chosen few possessed the capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet, we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah. How about letting her give it a try?
Oh god. That's the longest sentence she's ever said. I've been waiting for someone to say that, friends. The owner is liable for their pet's words. And she's
special,
Send her to the gallows. Are we really capable of inheriting? Okay. Dear God.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
Ah, you live. God.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned, but this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history, and henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed, you've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos, and now you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon like ants. The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition, mere anthills that could be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
To be reasonable.
That pride holds little significance, Krateros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king.
No! No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mos! I beg you!
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship, and I now imbue it with a fresh significance. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mighty Mos, now ascended to divinity.
This is for the better.
You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes.
Well, I sure hope they still keep their bulky workout routine, though. So gotta stand out from the twinks.
A cruel fate.
Still gotta stay built different.
No matter how illustrious
Like
a dynasty may
start a
seem,
gym or something.
crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes.
Same.
Yet, you shall tread the only path out. One that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it, but humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her.
That was very fucking brave.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mydei?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the Flame Chase journey.
And what is next, Mydei? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong. To fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphoreus. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go.
Wow.
And what is next, Mydei? Where will you be headed?
What a speech.
You're here, Mydei. It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, and adaptability to change. Yet, it's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people to gather around you willingly, to seek your guidance.
Well, romance, right?
They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals.
Why does she look like she's thoroughly enjoying being
That is precisely what every ruler of Castle
praised like that?
has been missing.
I am truly honored to hear that.
Just like, let's keep going, keep going.
And now, Mydei, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion, and become the strongest bulwark for Amphoreus to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey, until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis.
Mydei, a new chapter awaits Amphoreus. Yet, the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
Does this bath count?
What's the reason for the laughter?
I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, Mydei?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze and joined the flame chase journey in the first place.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, Mydei.
Not fine on though? Not fine
Is
on?
Lady Tribbios not here?
Lord Mydei!
Oh. Well,
Hyacinth.
Barbara. Sit in bath. Well. It's probably a very specific bath, and the bath in that prophecy probably isn't a bath at all. It's something else entirely. What if it's like a pool of her own blood? Because she's so golden, what if her blood's golden? Something like that. Because she's bathed just this patch, so it can't be any regular bath.
So you are the physician Kratos spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude.
I can take that as a compliment, right?
Kratos' air blood. Yeah, because it's all golden. It's... I mean, from so far what we've heard, both of their prophecies involves them dying. Or so it sounds.
I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
If we're following the Elysian Realm storyline, all of them will. All of them will.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Tribbie, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we?
That's a valid point. You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me.
The one with Tribbie? Yeah.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife. And one day, it will also reach the sky.
Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that
Hyacinth
hero of
for
legends,
sky.
couldn't conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears.
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mydei. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll be ready. Right. You are here looking for Lady Tribbie and Lady Trianne, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them?
No need. I've already bid farewell to Aglaya. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy.
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos to fight against the Black Tide. In all likelihood, I will never again return to Akuma.
Oh.
On second thought, there is something that I'd like you to help me convey to them.
I'm all ears, Lord Mydei. I'll make sure to convey every single word.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Akuma.
Shit. I know it will. I've seen that lance in action. It's a goddamn sexy lance. A mighty, sexy red crystal lance. Ugh. The music in that cutscene went so hard. Is he not gonna bid farewell to fighting?
Lord Mydei.
I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, Castorus.
Can you feel Thanatos right now?
I don't feel them at all. Regrettably, you have been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. Have you ever considered reaching out to me for help?
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back.
I would never do that, Lord Mydei. Death is not a game.
You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia.
Scroll around the map before
they
go talk big
underestimated the
quest.
significance of death.
That's what I'm doing, yeah.
So, are you returning home alone, Lord Mydei?
I can't just have him going right away. He's got to say his goodbyes.
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnos is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination.
Well, your start was a bit rocky, being thrown into abyss sludge by your dad.
Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mydei. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
This is it. They're actually gonna kill him. Mydei. The Master Craftsman. Yep, the Yoda guy. Hey, Yoda guy.
The King of Kremnos, without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpassed all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phynon, Cartonis. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
Keep Phynon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos, we wait to hear.
As do I. No. Say goodbye to me, to us. Hello, me. Hello, Danny. Mydei.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done.
Look at how sad I am.
Amphoreus.
That is me right now. Reflecting on the past and moving forward to the future, I faced a challenge I faced as well. Though we've never had a chance for a deep conversation, after all we've experienced together, you are also an ally of the Trailblaze, Mydei.
That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on your mind?
I guess she'll say something sentimental for once.
Are you drafting a sentimental farewell speech?
Stay safe out there. A lone boy can get into a lot of trouble. Just smile if you don't know how to respond.
Now that I bear the divine within me,
that's
I get
Raccoon
the
for
vague
you.
feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Amphoreus.
You don't say.
With this departure, fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back? And to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence?
Yeah. I mean, we'll be here for 8 patches, won't we? Rest assured, we'll do everything we can.
You have my gratitude. Then, farewell.
Hold on.
Yes?
Let's at least snap a photo together to capture this moment, shall
we? Sure, let's do it.
More just can. Looks pretty good. What do you think, Mydei?
Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills. It's just that I rarely take photos. But this one, it's pretty good.
I never failed to impress. I'm glad you like it. Make sure not to leave any regrets behind.
I wish the same for you during your time in Amphoreus.
Fine. Oh, just when I thought. Of course, he left it till the last. The most important person.
The prince is here! Run! Hold on! Lord Mydei isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amphoreus.
He isn't the prince anymore.
What's going on?
What? Bid farewell to Aukema.
We salute the guardian of Amphoreus.
Whoa. Oh.
We salute you.
Oh.
It's been a
What am I doing?
Wild guardian.
Enlighten us.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Aww.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Hey, Isaac. Hello.
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory. I think I see more than just the Kremnoans here.
You're now the guardian of I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name.
Guardian?
How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Hung mentioned that one to me.
I recommend
Why does it
that
sound
you
like that
steer
when he's
clear
dressed like a
from any
fucking-
situation that calls for naming things.
Okay, look, don't blame me. Finance was.
I suppose strife.
I'm not sure why
still
Finance
fits
running.
you better.
Look at this guy. So I'm sorry the thing cut off. Your boy was rushing it. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Can you chill, dude? What the fuck?
All right.
Just go.
It's about
bro.
time for us to part ways.
Go. I
Any
can't bear
final
to see your
goodbyes you
face
want to share?
any much
This might
longer.
be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like a Gly at this moment, but you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind
You
reading.
don't have to. You don't have to. Fine.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions?
Just let the bromance flow.
Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mydei.
Okay, thanks Keiki for the comment.
No need to thank me.
They are. They're so husband and husband.
This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. And I can't even ascertain their demise.
This farewell, they're like one heartbeat away from making out.
Maybe I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
But that matters not. Pain may be cured, but scars remain. And this should not be effaced. Even with the divine might of Ornyx, you cannot stop the past from leaving its marks in our blind spots.
I mean, if homies have fought besides each other for this long through through the end and back, what else would they be?
Can you genuinely let go of everything as soon as that swordmaster is dead?
Two blokes as handsome as this.
Revenge is merely an obligation that must be carried out.
Come on.
And no one can find mental fulfillment through it.
You're right.
Look forward. Chew up and swallow your past. And make sure emptiness and bitterness are not the only flavors you know.
Can you guys hug at least?
Remember that there is a whole world behind you waiting to be saved.
Please.
I will keep that in mind.
I have a final favor to ask. Please look after the Kremnoan warriors in my absence. They will undoubtedly face challenges while assimilating into Akama. It is my sole regret that I cannot stand by them during this time.
Do not worry. Leave it to me. And, while I'm at it, I'm going to find out if the Kremnoan language is really missing that many words.
The Kremnoan philosophy can never be encapsulated in a mere dictionary, but if there's a chance in the next life, you should come visit my library.
You wish to meet him in the next life.
I'll be on my way,
after that.
Deliverer.
And the next.
Remember to stay alive till the final act.
Yes. Same goes for you. Don't die too easily. May triumph always be yours, Mydei.
Oh, right. One last question.
Are you single?
Go ahead. You better not leave any regrets behind.
Are you the one who told Cartonis about the signet ring?
Well... who knows?
It's fucking crazy. Do you see how far he walked already and they can still hear each other just clearly? Just clearly. As if they're telepathic. Or as if they really couldn't hear each other anymore, but they knew exactly how the other would respond. Ad break. Gonna pause for a bit. Ooh wee. Am I gonna like what's coming next? Alright. Oh god, don't... Are they gonna raise him from the guard as well?
Get up, my son.
You showed great courage in today's training. Let's wrap it up for now.
Yes, Mother. Mother, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it, Mydei?
Why must we learn to fight?
Not the fucking flashback right before the end.
It is for glory and honor, my son. For Kremnoans, mastery of swords and spears is ingrained from birth. And the battlefield is our destined end.
Is that really
the way it is, Mother?
What makes you say so?
Because you don't sound entirely sure.
You're right, Mydei. I once believed those words, without question. Until your father cast you into the Sea of Souls. It was at that moment I realized how everything I believed in was utterly hollow. Perhaps the spirit of Kremnos had once existed. But as greed bloomed in the hearts of humanity over the years, such spirit had long faded alongside our glory. I no longer put my faith in any oath or doctrine. Now I have just one role, that of your mother, Mydei. Your guardian.
That dream always ends there. The journey back to Castrum Kremnos is proving to be longer than expected. Krateros said that shortly after my fall into the sea, my mother challenged my father to a duel. She died through father's treachery, and I never saw her face. Yet each night she would show up, waiting by the flickering firelight. I always anticipated the sequel to that dream, believing she had more words of wisdom or guidance to offer. But now, I think I finally come to understand. That is all she wished to tell me. And now, I too am left with but one role.
Throw in the end those long years for return home.
It is time for this journey to reach its end.
I, the undying Mydei, the last prince, the new god of strife, now tread the blood-soaked road. Hope.
Look! Mydei is back!
Oh, god.
Glory belongs to you!
Oh, his
We've got
comments.
fresh pomegranate juice. Want to try some?
We meet again, Your Highness.
Welcome back!
This is literally him seeing his life flash before his eyes.
How was your training?
Ooh, say, come and check out what
You're
I
looking
just
well.
wrote. Mydei.
Did you just come back from training?
It's
I'm gonna beat you
been a
at the
while.
festival.
Welcome home, Mydei. Have you found something?
Oh, game.
The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood! The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood!
Mother, I am home.
Strife as Amphoreus fell. Triumphs of which a new god is born. Came to an end through Mydei's orders.
We smell sunlight and the wind of Akama. This was your favorite spot, wasn't it, Trianne?
Jesus, do we lose
Lady
two people
Trianne.
in a single patch?
Why did it have to end up like this? Take it easy, Cass. Departure is a part of life. It's just that ours isn't as tumultuous as it is for ordinary folks.
He's just there to draw the
started
entire
our
black
journey,
tide towards him, isn't he?
Yanis had already provided their
Yeah.
prophecy. Just like how that Titan divided themselves to create the countless passages in the world. It's only natural for us to follow the same path since we inherited their destiny.
If you don't mind, Tribbie, are you still willing to unveil that past for us? The past regarding the prophecy?
What do you seek to learn, Snowy?
Mydei has left the city to face his own fate. That is, the fate of every demigod. We will all eventually let go of our past to follow the same path as his. So, what I want to know is, as Amphoreus' first demigod, what compelled you to take the first step on this journey? And what has sustained you to make it this far without looking back? Despite the fracturing of your body and the numerous departures you have endured.
All right.
Teacher, are you sure about this?
Dee is already doing what he has to do. What reason do we have to keep it from them? Let's go, everyone. Let's go to the Abyss of Fate
and see how it used to be.
Ma'am, time to work.
Then we will leave it to you. Trianne, would you mind?
Tribbie, are you not coming with us?
I want to stay here with Trianne for a bit longer.
I see. We'll be off then. Take care.
Since you have made your decision, then let's proceed as you wish. See you later, teacher.
Cass, are you not going with them?
No. I'd prefer to remain here to accompany Lady Trianne. She hated being alone.
What's this?
A little gift that I had hoped to deliver to her personally. Though fate had other plans.
Oh. So you saw us arguing that day?
Yes. I figured Lady Trianne would like it a lot, so I bought it.
Hey, Cass. You know, I recognized it immediately that day. It truly is an authentic piece from Yanisopolis.
Then why?
It's just that Trianne had forgotten far more things than I. For example, she forgot that this glass object meant something unfortunate according to the traditions of our homeland.
I'm sorry, Lady Tribbie. Should I?
No need to apologize, Cass. At that time, I simply didn't want her to be trapped by our past, especially considering how much time had passed since we left home. But now, it might just be the perfect gift for Trianne.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. While you and I have long accepted this absurd fate, they remain fresh and inexperienced. Teacher, don't let the weight of that cruel prophecy crush their spines.
But it would be even more cruel if we allow them to ignorantly fall before the gates of the new world. They will eventually need to know the truth. We just need the right opportunity. This, to me, feels like the right opportunity.
So, this is how the Temple of the Three Fates looked back in the day.
I still don't get why people saying it like as if Mydei... that if Mydei is a god that can't die, then is he dead or not? I guess what I interpreted it as is he's just going to be there forever to draw the black tide, the entire force of the black tide towards him as much as he can and face it off by himself. So that's a huge responsibility, and it's not like he doesn't have a weakness. So I suppose it's unknown for now, but the chance of him surviving that, it's not the greatest either.
At this point, Yanisopolis still resides under Aquila's protection, yet it is already fated for decline, and only contains a beautiful facade.
Is it because Amphoreus has entered Era Bellica?
Just so they can focus on the flame chase journey and not be pursued by the black tide. So he becomes the sacrifice.
Yes, strife remains distant from this part of Amphoreus right now. But in 5 years' time, at the same entry hour, this temple will become the source of another war.
Then, where are you at this time?
Right over there.
Why does she look somewhat different?
It's because we don't quite recall how we used to look.
Oh, my apologies.
Please don't. We should be the ones apologizing. Come, everyone. It's time to witness our last conversation with Orynyx.
You're here, Oryx.
Wait, I can understand the Titan language now? Your voice sounds so mature.
This is our memory. So your senses are also aligned with the Tribbios of that moment. False prophecy, huh? So you still think that way?
Spreading the prophecy will only kindle disaster. A disaster will tear you into 1,000 pieces.
But the Black Tide has already arrived, and Yanis remains in slumber. If even the God of Passages, known for guiding mortals, cannot resist this catastrophe, then what can we do against the incoming destruction?
Do not get involved with the core flames. If you do that, you can still remain chosen by fate.
Those chosen by fate would never have their family taken from them. And how can I alone remain safe and secure while watching the entire world crumble before my eyes?
This might be our last conversation, Oryx. I will do everything I can to protect you from the Black Tide.
The family she just mentioned.
It's our mother. She fell from the spot into the valley a long time ago. It was during a grand ceremony held to seek Yanis's guidance, but things took an unexpected turn. It was Kefali who responded instead.
Did something go wrong with the ceremony?
Yes, but those two occurrences were in fact unrelated. Kefali's response was simply a coincidence on that frosty night with treachery abound. As the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis met her demise,
From that note we
the
read.
world-bearing Titan also fell in another corner of the world. Let's keep up with her. This story... she should be the one to tell it.
That thing ahead.
It's the altar of Talantin. But that's not our destination. We're heading to the left.
This place used to be passable.
Life is a puzzle in and of itself.
I never thought there would be such a hidden space in the abyss. Is this Yanis's maze that Trianne used for divination in the past?
Not only that, it also serves as a lock. Our childhood abode lies sealed within.
This is the largest puzzle I've ever laid eyes on. And it even acts as a door lock. Should have expected something like this in the homeland of puzzles, I suppose.
Just follow the designated path and let the stone ball fall into the pool twice.
Seems pretty straightforward. Even Mydei might be able to complete it in a single try.
How could you talk smack about Mydei behind his back?
That's not talking smack. It's clearly a compliment. Mydei. If he were still here, we'd probably take a lot fewer detours to solve our issues. Enough with the talking. Let's just get started.
Oh, it's one of these. Wait, I want to hear the music as it's being reversed. Go, ball. Ball. Yes, ball.
Impressive. You too have the makings of a high priest now.
Simple as fuck.
Getting that stone ball to the endpoint looks pretty tough. My hands are shaking just from looking at it.
What if I... Shit. Fuck. Yeah, no. Motherfucker. Okay. There we go. Ball.
The secret door is open.
Go inside, and you'll see the place where we grew up.
You grew up
this room.
in a place like this.
By the time we were born, the role of the Holy Maiden had already diminished to a mere title. Those in tune with the Titan's guidance are bound to become messengers for others. To maintain appearances, those in authority added some embellishments. And with Mother around, our childhood wasn't entirely without joy.
Still creeps me out, just reminding me of the nightmare sequence.
Even so, I still find it hard to imagine.
20 years can go by in no time.
Trianne, for most people, 20 years is a long period of time.
Right. Becoming a demigod sure changes how one lives through time. It's hard to believe it's been so long. Your power is exceptional, Little Gray. This place looks exactly as before.
You're welcome.
Let's explore the room a bit.
There's so many boxes here.
These should be our belongings. What's this?
A red glass fragment?
I've seen this glass before. Looked like a specialty from your hometown.
We were still very young the first time we saw it. Mother came back with a beautiful glass piece, but her face was streaked with tears. She simply placed it on the table. It looked so sparkly that we couldn't resist playing with it, but we ended up breaking it by accident. Mother didn't get angry. She simply held us quietly for a long time. It wasn't until we were older that we learned in Yanissopolis, if someone gloriously died for destiny, the Holy Maiden must pick a piece of glass from the volcano's quarry and polish it, then give it to the deceased's family. On the day Mother returned with the glass, her friend lost his life on the battlefield. Since he had no family left, Mother had to keep it herself. Later, on the eve of the ritual, Mother also gave us a beautiful piece of glass. Let's move on to the bedroom.
Yep.
It's Tribbie's.
Just as expected. It's time to get going after all. Mama, are you going to that ritual tomorrow?
That's right, my sweet girl. What's the matter?
I wish I could go too. I have something to ask Yanis.
Oh. What do you want to ask?
I want to know how to chase the black tide away.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, it's a secret ritual, and only I can preside over it. If you want me to consult the Titan on your behalf, you'll have to promise me something.
What is it?
Be a good girl and go to sleep now. And whatever you dream of,
Don't be afraid. Just sleep through the night until morning comes. Until the next time Aquila opens their eyes. Can you do that for me, sweetie?
That's it? Of course I can! Tribbios is the most amazing holy maiden of Unis!
Mom's
well,
voice.
Little holy maiden.
So shaken.
But why, Mama?
Because this ritual might take a long time.
How long?
Tomorrow, my sweet child. I'll be back tomorrow.
No.
If not tomorrow, then the next tomorrow.
No, not that either.
If not, the tomorrow after that.
Never.
But if I still haven't returned for a very long time, that means the ritual has succeeded. It means I found a way to chase away the black tide and reach the new world on the other side. But for various reasons, I can't return to bring my sweet girl with me.
Jesus.
But I'll be waiting for you there. As long as you stay brave and kind, we'll meet again in that new world.
That's one thing to drop on your kid, huh?
It's the end of the West Wind, the black tide's other shore. A radiant sea of flowers, blessed and protected by the gods. In the rosy horizon, you'll see a silver-white shoal. It marks the end of your voyage. A haven, free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. That is where I'll be, waiting for you.
Wow, that sounds just like the island from my dream. Oh, I know. I'll turn the moon into a ship and the stars into sails to go find Mama. Pinky promise?
Pinky promise. As long as you sail toward tomorrow. As long as the sun will rise for the next day, our wishes will come true together.
If the final murmurs of the Titan are true, if such a place really exists on the shore beyond the black tide at the end of Genesis, then our promise still stands. Please, wait for me, Mother.
After those 10 years of darkness, when Aquila opened their eyes for the last time, we finally set off.
Where did she go?
This way. Now, we'll go through this shelf.
Through the shelf.
But how? With Yanis's power?
Can the power of passage even go through walls?
No, we hadn't acquired their power back then.
Hidden lever, secret door.
So, this obstacle, it was simply a mirage?
Yes, the answer is right on the shelf. Go ahead and give it a try.
I didn't see chests. I didn't see chests. I missed a chest. Did I miss it? I know, bro. God. Leave me alone. Door.
It's a secret passage.
It was a secret passage prepared by the Holy Maiden's supporters for Mother and me as a precaution. And now, it is turned into our passage to escape, just as anticipated.
The path to the temple was in quite a state. Did someone do it on purpose?
No surprise at all. Some people caught on to what we were planning and tried to intercept us, while others were willing to clear the way for the Holy Maiden.
I can't move it. Can't. Time Titan? Is that you?
Changing the past. Yeah. Hold on. Let the Time Titan do this for you again.
Just like this.
You're welcome, Tribbios. Okay, good. Is this replicating the memories or disrupting the space-time dimension?
Regardless of our actions, the past will remain unchanged. It was someone else who helped Tribbios in the actual events of history.
Interesting. And it just happens to be identical to what we're doing now.
We don't remember the details. As for why memory recreated the past to be like this, it must be because it's closer to the answer within our heart.
The passage is now cleared.
You're welcome, Tribbios. Says that's not that, but that's not what happened with Naeus. Timey-wimey gets a bit messy. Timey-wimey.
Thank you, nameless god.
Thank you. Nameless. What the?
Whoa! It looked truly magnificent back then.
Relax. Take it easy.
All these people, they're just civilians, not enemies, correct?
Mostly, but it might not be the case later on.
Hey, little ones. How did you sneak in here?
Little one. We couldn't afford a model for Tribbios. Told
You had to
Tribbios.
be really sneaky to get in here.
Okay. But what did you sneak in here for?
I heard there's a lovely holy maiden living in the temple, and I want to meet her.
I couldn't stop her, so I had to think of a way to sneak her in.
Oh, really? I was here to meet the Holy Maiden as well, but the guard said she had to go somewhere far away today.
Huh? What a bummer. Mommy even asked me to bring her gift to the Holy Maiden.
It's getting late. We couldn't go home now, okay?
Okay then. We'll come back next time. Thank you. By the way they are dressed, the siblings look like civilians living outside the temple. Mother mentioned that when she was a holy maiden, she caught a girl sneaking into the temple to steal the tributes. Stealing from the temple was punishable by death. But that poor girl had no family and just wanted something to eat. So Mother took her outside and even gave her some food. Perhaps these two children are the descendants of that girl from back then.
Ah, Lady Maiden.
What?
Lady Maiden, you need to dress warmer. It's pretty cold out. Let me get you a blanket.
No need to trouble yourself. I'm just going for a quick walk.
All right, but please take care of yourself. Your mother made us promise to look after you before she left. It's been a while since I last saw you. I just realized you've grown into such a beauty, just like your mother. Oh, here, have some of my sweet pastries. She used to enjoy them, so maybe you'll like them too. What's wrong, Lady Maiden?
I'm fine. It tastes really good.
This lady is Mother's old friend. When we were little, we sometimes got to eat the sweet pastries she brought back. We've always remembered the familiar taste, and only now do we learn where it came from.
Apologies, Lady Maiden, but the Janus Vault is under maintenance today.
Perfect. That way, no one will disturb me while I'm talking to Mother.
All right then. May Janus guide your path.
The Janus Vault?
It's where Janus's heart lies, and the core flame is kept. Just enter on the left. It's also the place where Tribbios was born.
Tribbios. What does that name actually mean?
The one with 3 lives. Mother believed our birth was blessed by the 3 titans of fate. She named us thus to express her gratitude. Looking at how things have unfolded, fate might have had a role in it.
Hey, you.
Spring forth, gleam of old blades.
Wait, I need that chest, bro. There it is.
Finally! The Janus Vault is right ahead.
The core flame of Janus is housed here. Though countless believers call for them, humanity's voice echoes unanswered, silent and unmoving, awaiting the destined hour. Ah. There's the core flame.
At long last. I knew there was some sanity left in you, Janus. Just as I thought, you too have been confined. No, Janus. I've come here to take on your fate. By the blood of the Lamb and the strength of my blade-wielding right hand, I am Tribbios, the listener, the announcer, and the witness of the prophecy. I, the Holy Maiden of Yanusopolis, the Walker of the Infinite Paths, have come forth to assume your duty.
Hee hee. The one who guides the world shall see their souls shattered into 1,000 fragments, akin to glass crashing upon the ground.
Just as I wished. This journey promises
This is
to
the
be a
moment
long
it all
one,
happened.
with 1,000
she became
selves to accompany me.
Many.
Home.
Though thou bearest the core flame, thou shalt be far from the glory of divinity. Passages are forever associated with dirt, and even a mere mortal's blade can imperil thy very existence.
No matter. My hands are not made for bearing arms. But my feet are destined to embark on a journey for the benefit of all.
Yet, the flame chases a journey of constant loss, among which even life itself holds little value. Time decays the heart, the passage shatters the body, and the scales weigh the separation until the end draws near. The one who bears 3 lives, art thou truly prepared?
without a doubt, Titan. Let the prophecy shatter me, so that I may open a myriad of paths for this imperiled world.
Thus it shall be. Overthrow the gods, return the core flames. Inherit divine authority, forge godly miracles. Go kill, go more, kill my kin, or fate. Bury the spirits of the gods, nourish the land with divine essence. Yes, thou shalt remember, yet thou must remember. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. The same prophecy, only one shall live till the end, and they alone will witness Era Nova. Such is destiny.
I understand, Yanis. Thank you. Now, may you rest well. Mother, did you see that? I have assumed my duty and stand ready to set out. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity, and thus we shall sweep apart Amphoreus' pitch-dark fog.
It looks so alive.
May we...
So alive.
May the world follow the myriad paths trodden and reunite at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. Mother, I shall see you tomorrow.
Who dares lay hands on the core flame? Drop your weapon and surrender at once!
I knew this would come.
It's opening up! Move aside and get ready!
The Holy Maiden? What's happening here? Lady Maiden, where's the thief who stole the core flame?
Look at what she's holding, you buffoon! She is the thief! Take your positions and ready your arms! We're taking back the core flame!
Bring it on!
What?
Come forth, loyal guards. At least do it properly. Pierce me in the chest.
What are you scheming?
This is your last chance. If anyone wants to earn a promotion and rise through the ranks, I'm right here. You all know who I am. Go ahead. However, if there's still any loyalty within you, step aside for the Holy Maiden. Otherwise, by the decree of the Holy City's Codex, anyone who dares to harm the Holy Maiden shall face execution!
Captain, what should we do?
This is not in protocol, is it?
Do it. Kill her! If any of you want to get rich, then come with me. Take this traitor's head and wealth will be ours!
Wow.
We can't just stand by and do nothing. Let's move, partner.
This mortal form, watch over you and guide you on your path.
I'll see you off.
I don't have time for games. Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Serenity is before me.
Never seen perfection before? Open sesame. Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
How many waves? One.
Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
Lol.
How's that possible?
Thanks to my E2 Herta. Yes.
Could the Titan actually be on her side?
They willingly accepted their death.
That woman is the traitor!
I should go.
Let's keep up.
Path It's opening up for me. Oh, Yanis. Protect me.
Don't worry, I got you. I could... If I... Whoa! Hey, no. What the hell is that, Acheron? What the f... Whoa, She's a bit rusty. She's a bit rusty.
The mainland is likely well guarded. What do I do?
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Actually, why can't we just... No, that's gonna enter us into a battle.
Inside!
Oh, there's more? Hang on. Got you. Oh, one more? Don't worry.
Stream 4. The gleam of
We did.
There are guards here too. Don't alert them.
I mean, you can call it stealth when no one knows you've been here because they're all fucking dead.
Long last.
Freedom. No, hang on. Give me a sec. Not quite done yet.
Stream 4. The gleam of
Not quite done yet. Okay, now we're done. Well, it was necessary. That should ensure Tribbie's safety. Tribbio's safety. Oh.
A creature of the Holy City guards, but I'm already so close.
This should be the last fight. We have to help her get through. But I don't get it. This has been puzzling me for a while now. Who has been aiding Tribbios in her escape?
Logic in Amphoreus isn't adding up.
Well, history might be blurred by memories.
Yeah.
Seeing how the whole city is hunting her down, she clearly had no allies.
Are we actually affecting the time stream?
If she pulled it off alone, were we too involved in this process?
Tribbios had been on her own since she entered the vault. But what did we truly mean to her? You'll find that answer at the end of this memory.
In that case, let's focus on the mission at hand now. Let's do this, everyone!
Yar. Let's go.
Impressive, almost.
Noontide Gryphon.
Impressive. This is what
Don't get complacent.
Noontide guy from Aquila. Sky. Well, yeah, the sun, right?
The dead return!
What the sun thou do?
Open sesame. Watch a crone.
Heard the call. Moment to doubt farewell.
Not Not Acheron.
Still waters of a
Lynch.
This mortal.
Stop.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Sunday.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Never seen perfection before?
Oh, I completely did not notice the horse. I'm so sorry.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
Again.
Oh, Sunday is getting his ass targeted, right?
Open sesame. Watch a crone.
You chose the wrong end.
I'll overcome the thorns.
Destined for oblivion.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
I can't thank you enough.
Expand your thinking.
I'll see you off.
Fading light.
The dead return!
Curiosity. Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy. Never seen perfection before.
Honestly, I still say Locha's holding a bell.
Glimpse the unknown. Impressive.
Heard the call.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion. Again. Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
I'll overcome the thorns.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
You chose the wrong enemy.
It's so sad Acheron's damage is like so. It's a bit lackluster now. Goddamn power, brother.
Eternal Slither. The dead return!
We're fine.
Still waters of oblivion.
We're fine.
This mortal watch over you and guide you on your path.
Okay. There's no other Nihility. Yeah, okay. That's fair. That's silly.
Receive divinity.
I can't thank you enough.
I forgot her shtick. It's been so long since I've used her.
I'll overcome the thorns.
I don't even know how the fuck Sunday survived.
Farewell.
Another journey be destined for oblivion.
I'll see you off.
Oh. No hiccups. No hiccups.
Finally, beyond this gate awaits a boundless world.
Oh.
This is where my journey begins.
As some could say, that was flawless.
God of passages, can you see me? I will complete the path that you started.
Now we can hear the tune of her again.
No response after all. Yanis, may you have a good dream. I can't stay here much longer. It's time to leave.
Well, looks like this is the end of the memory.
Not yet.
We're
The
still-
question that has been puzzling you.
Right.
She's
Who?
about to reveal the answer.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this style's nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that.
But nothing happened. What was making her or you hesitate at this moment? If she had known this flame chase journey would proceed as the Titan
Oh, I've
foretold,
never seen them
bringing
do this
about
style
great
before. That's so
suffering
nice.
and fatalities, including her own, would she still have chosen to walk through the gate and start her journey?
I think the answer is already within you. And you've made your own decision.
What? You can hear us?
Not really. She can neither see nor hear us, yet she knew that one day someone would return to unveil this dust-covered memory. We can never know for sure who helped us back then. But that kindness was forever engraved in our hearts, motivating us to move forward. Time has modified this memory into a special letter, so that we do not forget our original intent.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I take it the way this memory was formed when we accessed it specifically guided us to do exactly what that person did back then. but it's not us. It's a bit different from what happened with Naeus. Okay. Right, I think I got that. Yeah. This is what I meant when time travel gets a bit whiny.
It's a letter written by Tribbios of the past and sent to her future self. In this memory, it is Tribbios of the future who overcomes all difficulties for her and sends her on a long journey toward the tomorrow where we are.
Huh? Oh, so hang on, I didn't take a screenshot of this one.
Yes, you'll remember it all. And then find your way back to the gate where everything began. Here, I will set sail toward the distant horizon.
I think this works closer to the Mindscapes.
Here, you have traveled far on your way home.
Yeah, but you see the Mindscape. The Mindscape never involved time travel.
Such is the maxim that unveils Tribbios' fate. You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither on the soil of foreign lands. So, if you ever feel lost, return to this place. I'll keep this memory here for you. Or for me, to embrace it again.
Worry not. The loss is something we've grown used to. Our resolve and our pledge are what Tribbios will never forget. Each one of us has never failed to remember. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain, like my mother and I.
We're just looking into memory. I suppose.
The libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit, just as my blade-wielding right hand is not a hollow formality.
I guess it's the way Trianne's saying all this is confusing.
Surmount the myriad passages of Yanis, and we will once again
ride the west wind and let the wings carry us far away.
So, this is your answer?
That's right. In the name of the three fates, I stand by my answer with no regrets.
I mean, because we're answering her exactly like how she's talking back to us, so, I don't know, man.
With or without the god's blessing, I run towards the world's agony.
Yeah.
If I can truly pierce through the utter darkness...
God, this watercolor is so nice
we
and
will meet
aesthetic.
again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring.
Janus, only maiden Tribbios bore the cure of flame to quell world could become demigod of Janus. She traversed the gate of infinity, then splitting into thousand measures. Yeah, My calendar, trees, and another freedom. Humanity's flame chase journey officially began.
Lady Tribbie, do you still think that everything will be fine tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what Trianne would say as well.
With all due respect, Lady Tribbie, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, that's not a lie. See you tomorrow is the greatest prophecy in the world.
Prophecy?
Listen, in every corner of this land, every heartbeat carries a prayer for that prophecy to come true. It may be that only a few heroes will bring tomorrow to the new world, but the prophecy of leading everyone to tomorrow belongs to all in Amphoreus.
But not everyone has the chance to see tomorrow. How can such words be called a prophecy?
Because people believe it will come true, and they are trying hard to hold on to that belief. Even as the world teeters on the brink of collapse, everyone is pressing forward, longing to reach farther and move toward tomorrow. And that is why a holy maiden exists to lead the world toward tomorrow. And why Yanisopolis' prophecy unfolds as passages. Fate is not about the outcome, but the journey. It's not the flowers that bloom at the end of the road, but rather the paths that lead beyond the gate, where people tread toward the sea of flowers. So, Cass, if anything is troubling you, just set it aside for tomorrow. There's no difference between demigods and mortals. The troubles we encounter can only be resolved by our future selves. Reflect through the long night. Wait for the dawn as you think. Then set off at daybreak. The hesitant part of us will be left behind in the dark, while the determined side of us will know no fear. Because that's how Tribbios has journeyed so far to spread the prophecy. Beckoning the morning sun, and the tomorrow it promises to bring. We will now continue the journey and face our destiny. We will step over the gods' corpses and wander among humanity. And thus, we shall sweep apart Amphoreus' pitch-dark fog. And at the end, all will reach that silver-white shoal. That end of the journey, that new world and new tomorrow. It is a haven free from storms, cold, and heavy rains. No sorrow can linger there. We've made a promise to meet again at the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow, Trianne. See you tomorrow.
Oh, what's up, Professor? Oh, that was sweet. Yeah, that's a very promising note. No, we have an ad break running. So, take a short break. Dr. Ratio's brother and Al Hytham's cousin. How's the patch been to you? It definitely flows better story-wise to compared to the pacing for Act 1, I think. Cause there were quite a few problems with how Act 1 was presented. Like, okay, sure, we got introduced to the cast, but wasn't. There were parts where it was all around the place, such as that segment with Herta at the end. It felt so shoved in at the random point that you're like, okay, we're like suddenly with her now. Yeah, so Act 2 definitely feels better. It's a big step up. It's more, we're slowly more focusing on each aspect of all the characters, Mydei and Tribbie for this patch, for instance. So yeah, I take it they'll take at least several more patches to flesh out all the characters and build our connections with them further, so that when they kill them off, it'll feel worse. Same thing with Elysian Realm. We're just using the formula again. So I do want to say there's a lot of good things I can say for 3.1 compared to 3.0, and that's very good. That's good. There's the whole Grove thing, Mydei's arc, and Tribbie's arc, and it's done much better in that, you know, it wasn't done in a linear way, in that it was completely Mydei and then Tribbie next, but it's blended together, similar to last patch, but they even it out much better than Act 1. So good on them. Good on them. I still could use a tad bit more animation, if I'm being honest. Because there's some moments where the voice acting is really not matching up with them just standing idle for some reason. But already much better. They're doing more camera work, I can see, slightly. We won't see the whole improvement in animation quality until later in the patches, so.
Child of humanity. Surely you are not waiting for the arrival of night.
Oh, it's the lesbian god. It's the lesbian goddess.
Nights do not fall upon Akama.
That's why it's futile for you to wait here.
Honestly, I didn't expect the renowned Reason Titan to behave like this.
And that's all thanks to you. If your soul weren't as prickly as a hedgehog, I wouldn't have to act this way. If you were more accommodating, you wouldn't be opposing me all the time, and I could teach you more freely instead.
It was you who insisted on implanting the core flame in me. Forget it. Cut the sarcasm and just say what you need to say.
Did what Cersei did with Anaxa mean he inherited the core flame of Reason? Or is it just like a temporary thing that she's inside him? Her core flame's inside him. Fuck, that's does he count as like a inheritor of the core flame like the rest of them, or no? Or is like Cersei's just using him as a temporary vessel? Okay, because like he didn't really go through a trial or anything, you know? And usually they have to go through one of those too. Same thing, I think, because the constellation of the vortex isn't lit. Okay, yeah.
Fine,
sure.
fine. All I want is to remind you, there's not much left in your soul. If you don't do something soon, I will have to take over this body.
If I'm not worried, why should you be? I
Not
know
much
what you're
stuff with
planning.
saying.
You just want my help answering the question, what exactly are we? Correct?
It's good that you remember. Thus, equivalent exchange. It's only fair.
Then rest easy. The answer will soon be revealed, and you'll have to return my body shortly.
Is that true?
Certainly. I initially thought this extremely frail state would hinder me from getting my body back. But I didn't expect the answer to be right within it. That saved me a lot of trouble. I don't even need the black-robed Swordmaster's ceremonial blade.
That's certainly worth celebrating.
Regrettably, I can't carry out the upcoming experiment alone.
The girl who's walking with death, is she fully prepared?
Be patient, Titan. If we're always so guarded, how can death reach us easily?
Unfortunately, on behalf of Okima, I must ask you to slow your pace.
I get to see them talk.
I forgot about you. My apologies.
I get to see them bicker.
A child's words are always carefree. I'll just dismiss these words as nonsense from a cheeky child. Come now, conceited performer. It's time to address your relationship with that Titan.
Yeah, I know who they're talking about, game.
What if I refuse?
Provocation will only tip Talantan's scales further toward your demise. There's no need to go to such lengths.
Oh, monster neither human nor divine. Don't forget that you won't dare kill me. If you snuff out the core flame of reason, what else can you use to stand against the Council?
Do you two mind if I cut in?
I warned you. Do not interrupt me.
I just have been meaning to ask. Does death really matter to you?
What do you mean?
What I mean is, before I implanted the core flame into your heart, you were already a silent, cold corpse.
So if not for Cersei's, he would have been dead. So, I take it he actually died in the gorge. Since, I mean, from the memory, right? He was already limping towards that, the part at the top. Huh. So, if she gives him his body back, does that mean he's just gonna die? Oh, yeah. I kind of thought it was something like that, because he looked very dead to me. And then he fucking penetrated guy. Good job, Cersei's. Even though he's awfully reluctant. It's unusual to see Memezin with you. They're inside the ball. Let's not joke about monsters in your pockets. Nintendo's gonna sue your ass. Since they're not here, let me ask you, are you really sure you want to take on the trial of Arnyx's core flame on behalf of the Chrysos heirs? It's about time for me to level up. We've ended up at this point after all. This is probably a fate that Trailblaze can't evade. You should be extra cautious and watch out for yourself. Based on the experiences of those before you, the trial is no walk in the park. But what concerns me even more is that you'll further bind yourself to Amphoreus. If you truly assume that Triton's divinity, do you believe that you'll be able to lay it down again? Forget it. We'll deal with that when time comes. Why did I shake my head when he shook his head? Dan Heng, fucking influencing me with your NPC energy. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. Aw, that's so sweet. But where were you earlier? I got held up by 2 people in guard uniforms and ended up missing Trianne's farewell ceremony. They said they were messengers of the Council of Elders and wanted to verify my identity. But I suspect that we've been on their radar for a while and they only made their move when you and I got separated. Their questions were specific, from how we arrived in Akuma to our relationship with each Christos heir. They even asked about what we did in the market. Luckily, those pawns aren't the brightest. I managed to brush off most of their questions, so they'll probably leave us alone for a bit. Is this foreshadowing for the next version? Fucking Stell. Good God. Their conduct is certainly irritating, but on second thought, Aglaia also initially kept their guard up with us. It's best not to provoke either side until we know the truth. The only thing we know for sure is that some members of the Council of Elders aren't happy with the Christos heirs. You don't say. In the worst case scenario, we could be caught up in the internal conflicts of the Holy City. To be continued? If we only had one more thing... I can just imagine fucking Dan Heng is just letting himself run an autoplay. It's like he barely gives a shit about what we're gonna answer back with. Because it's either all nonsensical or it's something that'll just end up pissing him off. He's just going, What's going on? Something wrong, Dan Heng? Ah, the memory card's full. Yeah, you bet! There's no... that one? Is that all we're gonna get?
So, this
is that
long
all
day
we're gonna get?
passed for
Marchie?
Akuma.
March?
Some people arrived, and some
Ain't no way.
left forever. Just like every other day of this journey, where we, stumbling, move forward. We have long been prepared. If we are to chase the flames, then we must grow used to farewells. And yet, no one back then could foresee death. Its arrival would always be so sudden and so momentous.
What the fuck? Hey, hello? Spoiler? Hello? Tribbie, what the hell? Well, I sure hope this is not just bait.
Even little Gray, coming from beyond the sky,
Damn, bro.
could not escape
We
the
finna get
Reaper's
clapped.
two hands.
That's so sad.
And what people gained and lost in that trial of death.
Ah, we asked for sleeping on Castarissa's lab because we're too close to her. Okay, I see. Of course. That's why she doesn't look too sad, because she's like, this fucking idiot.
Was far heavier than life itself, just like the destiny
Got it.
that the
I got
prophecy
it.
revealed for Cass.
That's
At the end of the
crazy.
sea of flowers,
Bro credits
the
already.
souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips.
We skipped like fucking 5 arcs or
And
something.
after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Oh my, you did not fucking give me that as a profile picture. Oh, you dirty fucking bastards. Cool, okay. Was that last part really necessary? If they're really gonna kill us, I wish they could have just kept it secret. If they're showing it this early, it might just end up being bait. Whoa. Oh well. What? That's and that's it. And that's it. For Act 2. Did anything update in the genesis of Nexus or no? Baylor is gonna play out in a way differently from face value, which that still is another form of it being bait. It's thinking you,
every touch,
making you think of the other outcome when it actually is this outcome. 1, 2, 3. No, nothing's changed in the genesis of balls. Nothing.
The taste of celestial Amphoreus.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe Hoyle gonna make a second opening. They only make one for each version, so we won't see that until 4.0. Maybe they'll make one for the finale. Like the finale? I don't know which patch they're planning to make it a finale. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be either patch... It will probably be patch 7. And patch 8's gonna be an epilogue. That's what I'm thinking. Because like... it makes no sense if the patch 8 is the finale, because you need like a bit of a resolution there, so... We're gonna see what the new entries are. Watch trailer. I don't think there's anything new we need to gather from the trailers though. Have you eaten properly? Fucking not. 2 people just died, I think. Hey there, mangoes. You eat? They show 2 new characters. I thought you were here that time. I saw that trailer on the stream before. So, yeah, Fu Hua and Heislin. Yeah, the violin character. I've already seen that. Who did we get? Who's that? Oh. And you know, I'm gonna be going for Fu Hua when she drops, but she'll probably go by another name. Why is he upside? Why is he Spider-Man? Okay, but there's someone else's card, right? Fu Hua and Eden variant. Yeah, she looked like Eden. Magical boy. Meal buddies. I am. Yes, I am hungry. If she's Fu Hua, does that mean Marshall Hua will be second Hua? I think they're just gonna make it so that Marshall Hua isn't really anyone. Just an NPC or something. I don't think they're gonna expand to Xianzhou anymore. Maybe. Maybe they'll surprise us, who knows. Plus, the Fu Hua for Amphoreus probably won't be called Fu Hua. She doesn't even look Chinese. Nothing about her outfit looks Chinese. Hua is supposed to be Chinese. So they could do too, if they want more money. Like this Fu Hua here is like she looks like that the Fu Hua in between like Hua and Sentience, that Hua. Like when Sentience just woke up in Fu Hua's body, that version of Fu Hua. And then Marshall Hua can be that the buffer Fu Hua with the umbrella, I think? That goes all inky. Oh, bye Ghost Turn. By the way, the reflect on Paimon swords can show the real one, Flame Reaver. Oh. Ah. But there's still another one I can. Let me write that one. Oh. Yeah, can I? Yeah, let me just keep doing these. Good God, there's a lot more than I expected. Mydei still has 2 more sections, yeah. I wonder what happens when it reaches the center. I really think they'll do the thing with the log, the same with Elysian Realm. By the way, new to you will spoil Eden variant of Core Flame. Spoil. They'll do that thing with the log from Elysian Realm. Where every time someone dies, you know, the portrait of them fractures and breaks up. And then, what's gonna happen here? Is the pages gonna burn away? Or what? Someone's gonna tear the pages out? You can't read it anymore? I hope they do that. I hope they do that. I'm gonna be the bad guy. I hope they do that, so people weep at the sight of their deceased heroes. Yeah, so it's more emotionally impactful. Yeah, everlasting. What do you think? Everlasting. Everlasting trauma. It's supposed to stick with you. I guess in this sense, us being here, we're kind of playing the role of what May did back then, didn't she? Because May being in the memories of Elysian Realm was kind of like a odd variable. It wasn't supposed to be like that. But she saved Elysian Realm somewhat. Gave it the ending it needed. Oh. Look, I just like me a good story that's like sad enough that it makes people cry their fucking eyes out, you know? That's a good story. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh boy. Wow. We're gonna move here. I like positive and wholesome stories that definitely doesn't involve the death of a playable character. Keep them nice and safe and snug. So snug in fact, they're bathed in the blanket of Thanatos. An eternal sleep. Okay, let's read through these and then we'll end the stream there. I'll give some of my final thoughts. Alright, 3-1. You shall part with your friends, with your enemies, with others, and with yourself. Trebbios, you have already swallowed the fruit of fate. From now on, you shall be as a school of birds without feet, flying towards tomorrow without a moment of repose. Did someone say birds? Charmony, motherfucker. The Chrysos wars, clamor rises and falls, and when the children reunite, only 3 of them remain. Out of thousands.
We have heard of a Chrysos heir.
The lively child says. That person tears open the barricade of the black tide, aims at the sky, wanting to contain the core flame in a sheath.
There will always be warriors like me, who believe in and are willing to protect the tomorrow they prophesize.
They minor spelling mistake. I'm now going to rate this game 0 out of 10. But the crusading Chrysos heirs never returns. The greedy ones then lift the crown with sharp blades, and by power's lethality, they are one by one slain.
We remember a group of bards.
The taciturn child says. The bard composed songs for the children's prophecy, and along the corpus of the pillar of stone, lay their footprints upon which ballads are carved.
Though we lack the might of swords and shields, we can take you to walk every part of this world.
Till many years later, when the bards all return to their subterranean eternal rest, the children sing the long, long songs, and alone they bear memories of humanity.
We miss us,
the exuberant child says. When they left their home, the passages blew the girl apart into countless turbulent bubbles, carried to all corners of the world on the wings of destiny.
We will run towards the world's agony.
The child cheer each other up. As the year passes and the sun and moon rise and fall, the child often hears sounds of their friends shattering. Farewell, farewell, farewell. The child who still walks the earth silently hide their retching sobs. Because they said they can feel it, right? They can feel the death of each of themselves. Fucking hell. Thousands, dude. How did they even... Good God. Upon the hills of Okima once grew golden figs as far as the eyes could see. The remaining children linked their hands and decided to make this beautiful city the beginning of yet another journey. The children pulled them on the hand of the maiden's dress.
Please, listen to the prophecy we bring.
The maiden pulls on her silken threads, weaving her heart in her heart the children's past into strings.
Chase the core flames with me. I promise that
The libations poured were guaranteed. Libations poured are guaranteed to bear fruit. The hot blood of the sacrificial lamb will not be spilled in vain. The gentle mother silently dreams and brings to her child a scent from the west wind's shore. Then she quietly departs, and the only words her child hears is a prophecy of forlorn melancholy. The slumber of titans, the fragmented lullaby, the roar of the guards, all merge into a torrential black tide that carries the first demigod from the past to the future. And that was the beginning of this long dream. In this tiny room, she forged 20 years of her memories with time. Sometimes the child does not understand. The gates of the world outside the windows are so numerous, yet why can we not step within? And if one cannot leave the tower, what need is there to gaze into the distance via tones? The mother smiles and does not answer, only using bedtime stories to once again gild another golden sheen of destiny to the Amphoreus of the child's dream. Did they NPC fire her mother? Or is this just some lady? Alas, the golden light of destiny cannot illuminate the shadows of power and greed. All it takes to rob the child of her only kin is a letter of dark conspiracy. Read that very letter. The culprit thought the murder had no flaws, but was unaware that the lamb willingly stepped into the passage's dead end. Because she knew when her mother left, she knew she was gonna die there. Before the priest met her demise, the only thing her eyes contained was spite. Yet she leaves her final warmth and hope embroidered into those dolls, leaving them behind for her innocent love. Loneliness stakes nightmares into the child's sleep, and the child hugs those dolls tight.
At the very least, we will never leave each other, right?
It's so sad. Oronix softly sighs and carefully lifts the curtain of time, presenting a crystal given in libation to the brave before the doll holding the blade. The Titan loves this child born into sorrow, but has no power to raise impending tragedy into the morrow. Only can they dispel the evening wind of the palace, giving the child solace in sweet dreams. The Titan's fading proclamation cannot pull back the strings of the girl's destiny.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle.
In the holy city adorned with falling flowers, the children recall that prophecy beside their friend that has passed away. But the girl had already passed through thousands of crossroads and continued to sail towards tomorrow. Oh, the bright spot beyond is the end of the west wind, where flowers bloom in spring. That's them with Trianne. Right, and then we have, I think, 4 more. No, 3 more. Anaxa. Anaxagoras. Let that divine name dim. Before meeting death, the scholar already composed his own epitaph.
This person's name was seldom mentioned by others. Incomplete. Just like his fate.
He's so poetic. He would sweep his own grave at the beginning of every month of reaping, staring long and hard at his stained hands. Hands that never seek the benediction of gods, accepting only the tricks and plots his brain presents.
Keep your distance from that blasphemous one. lest misfortune follows you like a shadow.
People warn each other thus before his lectern. In those rumors, the scholar's hubris looms foul and vile. He dares to proclaim ascendancy over gods and defy the Titan's will. But the one shouldering such slander pays little heed. His lonesome figure stands aloof, for he always believed that gods are no greater than mortal beings such as he. He sets up his own grave? Yeah, he did, even before he died. I guess as a sort of motivation? Like, I'm gonna do everything I can with my wisdom before I end up there? Something like, I don't know, it's a weird way of motivating yourself. But it does seem very Anaxagoras style. He's the time to do that. Grove of Epiphany, the paradise of the wise, yet harbors one shouldering the name of a fool. He calls himself a clear-headed teacher leading lost students, yet he rarely guides or teaches, apart from gifting a single saying. Yet for the rest of the student's life, that saying often proves to be more valuable than gold. Pupils often praise his words as divine utterances, to which the teacher replies with a sharp retort. Apart from destiny, he seems able to decipher all laws, and now even destiny may also be within his grasp. It was not so in the beginning, as he suddenly recalls the past under leafy shade.
Faced with a god's edict, even I cannot resist.
With no guidance given, he reaches enlightenment for the first time.
Yet, I sincerely believe this is not to be my destiny.
That became the cause of the blasphemy.
Miracles are the most conceited actions of gods. They are God's denial of humanity via might. Magic tricks are the most articulate rebuttal.
Okay.
They are humanity's imitation.
Let's listen to him refute all this
via intellect.
With his logic. He habitually describes the feats of mankind as magic tricks, proving that the enlightened can step beyond the boundaries of reason. But magic tricks cannot afford to fail, even after 1,000,000 times, and for that, the blasphemous code conspires with the god. Using the final trick, they wish to create a miracle to end all miracles. Trick. By bonding with the core flame. Is that right? By bonding with Circes. Weaver of gold, the last prince. Curtain of swords and weave. A solo lyre's sound flows along the streets.
Oh, my lover, why does your mood change faster than the clouds above?
Relationships be like. The audience's face is covered in sorrow.
Oh, how I wish she has clear eyes that are quick to anger and laughter, and dimples that crease in smiles and frowns.
For the maiden he longs for, he has a body of alabaster and fingers carved by scalpels. In her runs blood of gold and a heart woven from threads. Ratio and him would neither get along or kill each other. Probably nothing with brutal force. They're gonna try to outdo each other in intellect. Debate, you know. She has neither eyes nor dimples, lacking even a face, for she is Aglaya's garment maker, merely a demigod's serf. Is this guy trying to... He's not, right? He's not saying what I think he's saying. Are you okay, bro? The gilded dressmaster, the executive of romance. How resplendent would her mansion be above the radiant dawning clouds? Nervously, the visitors opened the doors. Like parting curtains at the theater, the one with golden thread in hand is revealed, standing betwixt figures of stone.
Lady Aglaya, I am Apollos' retainer, here for an outfit to take
I
to
swear
my
that
master.
guy before wanted to smash the garment maker. Bro, how? It's just... Where do you even smash? He casts sideways glances as he bows, for the garment maker he adores is flanking her mistress silent as a leaf accompanying a flower. Slender hand sculpted of ivory pulls up the dress's train, as if one breath alone the maiden will be revived.
The creation of love and beauty indeed.
As the visitor thinks thus, his thoughts prickle the golden threads in the room.
If you wish to embrace such fantasies,
She declares thus on the other hand of the golden thread.
you must beware of the scissors that can pierce through the chest.
There's nothing under there. There's nothing under there. It's just clothes. It's a fucking clothes ghost. It's a phantom. What are you... We're not having this discussion. What the fuck? Oh. She can read minds. In the ancient theater, there are thousands of plays, millions of shows, where even the god of romance was once an actor. The weaver below the stage savors the show for inspiration. The ostracized poets finally return home. The adoring lovers separated by misfortune. The hero betrayed fires his deadly arrow into the traitor's heart. The thread known as romance is knit by all beings, by all love and hatred, beauty and sin, memories and prophecies. All that occurs are clothing indeed. Look! The despondent servant buries his love. The dressmaster plucks it up, and into the garment maker's dress she weaves. Oh yeah, she can. She can't hear the thunk. The elegant garment makers once had beautiful faces, some as knights with swords, some as impassive priests, and put on pantomime after pantomime in golden threads. They had faces. Till the stage shook in the storm, and the black tide tainted the dancers' skirts, she wiped clean their visages and instilled armaments instead of silk.
Use the needle and thread as your sword.
She requests the servants who cannot answer. The garment makers are elegant still. They turn they turn bloody and stained slaughter into lithe rondos, for only then can they still dress in new gowns. Only then can romance survive into the morrow. They were once tools of war. Gotcha. I see. Oh, no, we got two mighties to read through. Whoa. Since which day did he become known as Mydei? His strength rivals all lands, but the man pays it no heed. For only the authority of a king can end another king, and only strife can end strife. The torrent of conquest crosses the barrens, yet with homeland's blood, it is destined to be stained. None dares to shake his hand in greeting, for his hand burns as a blazing sun, soaked in the might of the flames. What a mighty feat it is. In the aftermath of defeat, the man digs graves for the deceased soldiers, burying thousands with his own hands. In that fight, he crushed all invading blades with his fists. A body immortal may never fall, but tears of pain in his heart still flow.
His years of drifting made him detest water's waves.
They say that is the reason he's so unwilling to weep. But in Idonia's blizzard, he once did cry. A tear shed among the storm and frost, that bloomed into a lily stained with blood. Like his undying body, the flower never wilts. In time, the entire world will turn to ash. This haughty man shall be the one to leave behind the world's final beauty, though none are willing to believe. Unlike his kin, those patterns are carved with his blood, a matter so suspicious, it stirs the ambitions of the mundane.
A blade that can cut through the mighty must be enough to slay gods.
The people to this day still seek it, yet it is simply a tradition he follows closely. Do not let your enemies notice that you're bleeding, and thus convince them that you are someone unsurpassed, a warrior supreme.
Apart from Kremnos' traditions, what do you have left?
The stories of the past forged his body, the white-haired friend once asked. The man goes silent still, his gaze burning into the horizon, looking for a distant past. In his days of wandering, the same question was asked by thousands upon thousands, and he never denied.
That is why I walk on this path.
Damn right. Damn right you do. Damn right you do, you magnificent man. None may approach that battlefield. The lone army of Kremnos, an obstacle of the flame-chased journey. He ordered his troops to stand aside. That was the first meeting between hero and prince. The two men fought for 10 nights unceasingly, till the combat drew to its end. Oh, when they first met? Oh, okay. They mentioned the 10 nights in passing during the quest. You get a hero and prince, huh? Neither was able to score a single victory, and conceded not a single defeat. They tied. They tied for 10 days straight? Yeah. None know why this man's fate is always overshadowed by a single number decreed. Just like how none can ascertain how the flame-chasing heroes convinced this man. It was not mutual appreciation, nay. For in his memories, 7 sentences were all his mother ever spoke. What? I'm gonna assume that's a spake? Spake? Is that a word? Is that a word? Archaic past of speak? I did not even... That's a thing? I'm gonna start using that now. To sound fucking wise. Ah yes, I spake to him. I have once spoken this. I spake. It sounds like spank. Archaic. God, they're digging up all the oldest terms for this goddamn fucking quest, bro. Oh god. That's an actual word. What the fuck? I'm learning so much. Yet somehow, the leader who weaves the golden threads recounted one of the 7 with ease. There's no right or wrong in this man's heart.
The lion has its own historian. And the history of the hunt should not be held by the hunter alone.
I was gonna say, but I was trying to say the spank thing? And thus he speaks little. Others once guessed. He regards the holy city as his home, for he seeks a land to belong. As the king to his people, it is the first gift to bring them. It is the first gift to them he brings. But as per the rule with gifts, once given away, the gifter will never repossess this thing. The journey is long, yet none ever dares to anger this man. Not because of his unrestrained manners, but because every meal the hero partook were all cooked by his peerless skill. Right, yeah, they kind of mentioned something about him being able to cook in the live stream, didn't they? Dude, damn. Although I'm more thinking Finon should be the house husband in the relationship. Ooh. Something tells me Finon's a bit of a clumsy person in the kitchen. One sight serves falsehood in the woods. He has relied on scent since young to distinguish guests and obtain gains. Yet there are always exceptions. The man's arch-enemy often puzzled why their food always borderline nauseating. He still recalls the day he entered the holy city. The one who worshipped strife is bound to have rumors rife.
Even insects consume each other. And he's no less than the Mad King's kin.
Fuck you, whoever said that. It matters little, for the man always considered himself an enemy to the world. He paves the road so that one day his peers would match his anger within. Yet until the prophecy turned true, none in the holy city ever did he run. So he can cook like a chef, but finds a clumsy cook. Yeah, and then there's gonna be those kinds of scenes you see in the fucking rom-coms. That's gonna be like, the Final's gonna be in the kitchen messing up all the shit, and then Dee's going to come in with a frustrated voice, and it's like, ugh, that's not how you do it. Go behind him and help him from the back. You know what I'm talking about. Picture that in your head. Burn that into your brain. Oh, and also Finon wears an apron during that scene. Just an apron. Oh. And okay, why is it, what? What do you want? Oh. Oh, okay, thank you. Although I should put fucking cursor in here. Akron's long out of being useful. Well, I'd say good job on executing Act 2. It's a huge improvement from Act 1. And how then tackling Mydei's arc and Tribbie's storyline in this act alone, along with setting more stuff up as well, Anaxagoras, all that. Well, Mydei's fate is still unknown, but he's facing off an entire horde of the Black Tide right now. So they probably just said farewell as a way of saying he'll be there for a long time. Until later in the act, maybe. Or we'll hear back from him once in a while, as the acts move along. But for now, he's in Castrum Kremnos, above the throne, his mighty throne. And Tribbie's whole thing is just very sad as well. How her mother, to protect her, willingly gave herself up to purposely fall for the trap, to be pushed off there. And followed by how Tribbie had to split herself, Tribbios split herself into thousands of pieces. We lost Trianne this act as well. So all we're left with is Trianne and Tribbie. I'm not certain that Trianne will be able to stay around long enough before the entire storyline of Amphoreus ends. By then it will probably only be left with Tribbie. We'll be lucky if it's only left with Tribbie. The prophecy still says only one of them's gonna make it. It'll probably be Tribbie, I'm guessing. Yeah. Good improvements. Good improvements. That's just my thoughts on the story. We're not gonna talk about gameplay because that's like another entirely different department that I have a teeny weeny bit of an issue with what I heard they're doing, but that's completely unrelated. So let's say good job. Act 2 did deliver, and is a big improvement from Act 1. Flows much better in pacing, and the CGs and everything. Oh, really nice. Really nice. It still needs a tad bit more animation during dialogue, that's all. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all had a blast too, but given how you guys have been chatting up in the chat, it sounds like most of you did enjoy it. In which case, that's good for y'all. I'm glad y'all liked it as much as I did. But the only downside is that they did not show us that scene in that bathing scene in the bath with Mydei and Finon. They were too pussy to show it. They're too pussy to draw a shirtless Mydei and Finon in the bath. That's the only issue I have, really. People would have ate that up. Gobbled that up. But hey, thanks y'all for coming to this stream for Star Rail. We will catch back on this in 6 weeks when 3.2 comes out, which will be Act 3. Until then, catch y'all later. I'll see you guys on the next stream this Saturday, which will be Zenless focus. We're gonna go do some fishing. Very interesting. We're gonna go fish. We're gonna go fish for gacha currencies. Have a great weekend, y'all. Until then, bye bye. Love y'all. See ya. You take care. You take care too, Isaac. I can't fucking speak.